let's turn to Our Lady, the Mother of God. And the very title, the Mother of God, as we've talked about in the past, was controversial, right? Through
Yes.
the Council of Ephesus. But tell us about, so give us some background on Our Lady, biblical background on Our Lady.
Certainly. So, one of the first things we need to remember about Our Lady is that she is royalty. She is a princess of the line of David. And I don't know if we recall this. We know Saint Joseph is of the line of David, but our Blessed Mother too. And I would argue, in fact, that the genealogy of our Lord that we get in Luke chapter 3 is actually through the Blessed Mother. Take me a little moment to explain why I think that and how that works out, but I do believe that's the fact. And when we look at the prophets, Bishop, Isaiah and Ezekiel and Jeremiah, they say very clearly that the servant of the Lord, the coming anointed one, is going to come from the line of David. And we remember what happened. Back in the 500s, the Babylonians came in, they destroyed the kingdom of David, the people of Israel, took them to Babylon. They were exiled there. And then they eventually got sent back. They were able to come back. And so the Blessed Mother's family went through all of that. Her royal family went out to Babylon, and then her royal ancestors came back. And when they came back, some of them settled in some out-of-way places, because when you got royal blood, that can be a liability. You are a political competitor. So some had the guts to settle in Bethlehem, which is very close to Jerusalem, the capital. Others had some wisdom and decided, we'll go up to the hill country up there in Galilee, and we'll found a little town where we can get up into what we call in my part of the country, Bishop, we call it a holler, which is a valley in the hills, and you can hide in these hollers and nobody can find you. That's the great thing about West Virginia. I'm very close to West Virginia here in the Pittsburgh area. And so, basically Nazareth is in a holler up in the West Virginia of Israel, which is Galilee. It's the hill country. And the good thing about what they settled was the town of Nazareth. The town of Nazareth was settled by royalty that came back from exile. And they knew that the Anointed One was coming from their midst, but they wanted to stay out of political turmoil and just wait till God acted. And that's what that little town of Nazareth was doing up there in Galilee. It was all descendants of David, and the Blessed Mother was among them. And the prophets talk about the virgin daughter Zion. That's that image, and that's an image of the people of God as a royal princess. And that image comes into focus in the Blessed Mother. She is the virgin daughter of Zion. All the hopes of the people of God are resting with her. And then when we see her in the opening of Luke, with the angel Gabriel coming to her, and there's a whole backstory too about why it's Gabriel and not some other angel. But Gabriel comes and he speaks to her, and she says, "Yes, I am willing." So we have this royal princess, maybe 15 years old, of royal blood, living very humbly because they had lost all their wealth and they had lost all their power. And there was this evil usurper, Herod, who had taken over the throne. But here comes the angel, and she says yes, and that's the start of our salvation. And every morning we have to repeat her yes, and we have to say yes to God for this
Right,
day
right,
and offer
right,
ourselves just like she
right.
did.